What's going on, guys? Broke Investor here. Making a quick video today, early in the morning, talking about dividend investing and really, if you're a beginner, how easy it is just to get started. So let's get to it. Obviously, chalkboard's kind of empty, so I'll fill it in as we go. So there's not many really steps I'm going to list. I'm just going to list the very basic things that you need to know to start becoming, a dividend growth investor. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. Don't claim to be one. I'm a broke investor, just here to give my opinion. And this video is for fun and entertainment. So hope you enjoy. Anyway, so first things first, again, this is for people who start out from the beginning. What do you need to do? What's the first thing you need to do to start becoming a dividend investor? And that first thing is find a brokerage, okay? If you're just starting off and you're just beginning, you're probably going to want to find a free brokerage, meaning free commission trade brokerage. So, because I'm guessing you don't have a lot of money to start with. But even if you do, finding one of the free, easy to use apps such as Robinhood, M1, Webble's a new one, Stash is $1, but whatever, versus paying $6.95 fees for Merrill Edge, Fidelity, TD Ameritrade, things like that. So, but if you're just starting off, I would highly recommend picking the Robinhoods, the M1s of the world. Again, they're free, they're very easy to use, and they're great. I started with Robinhood. I still use it to this day. And that was about maybe 2 or so years ago. And, it's very basic. You buy the shares, you collect the dividends. If you'd like, I could share my Robinhood link below. If you sign up, you get a free stock. It's up to you, but whatever. So you know how to find it. I haven't used M1, but the advantage of M1 is you can buy fractional shares. So if you're impatient, you don't want to save up to buy full shares, you should use M1. Webble, I heard, is more advanced. They have better charts to look at. Stash is basically to set up with your debit card. So when you use a transaction, it'll round up to the nearest dollar and invest that money for you. And you can invest, money otherwise as well. Anyway, I don't want to get too far into the brokerages. So that's number one, find a brokerage. And the second step, once you find that brokerage, play around, navigate. Because, that's free. You just get the brokerage, search the companies that that you like. Check out the tickers, check out the history, the 1-year charts, the 5-year charts, the dividend yields, the 52-week low, the 52-week high, the details on the companies, other information that's available within the brokerage. Just get used to how to use the brokerage. Most of these, the ones I mentioned, are available on the app, so you can do it on the go. When you're in the bathroom, when you're, on break, on lunch, whatever. Just navigate through it, learn how to use the brokerage app before you, go crazy and start making moves. Because obviously no one's going to teach you. I mean, you could watch videos all day, I guess, but until you actually go around, look around yourself, you're not going to be comfortable. So, again, that's step 2. Just navigate. Step 3, I think, should be to determine your goals. Obviously, you want to be a dividend investor, but do you want to be just a long-term dividend investor? Such as, like, my strategy is buy the stock, hold it forever, and never sell it, and collect the dividends. So the end goal is to just keep putting money into good companies, don't ever sell, and collect the dividends. And eventually live off the dividends. And that's it. That's the goal. So, or your goal could be to invest in companies that pay dividends, buy them on the cheap, get the dividend, sell them when they're up. If that's, something you even want to bother with, swing trading, etc. But for the most part, the goal, if you're planning on being a dividend investor, you probably have a long-term goal, which is to live off the dividends, collect the income. It's more income-based strategy. So we'll just assume that's the goal. But again, you need to determine what the goal is, because when you're investing for dividends, it's going to take a long time, unless you have a lot of capital. But it's going to take a long time to save up, honestly, to live off the dividends. So the sooner you start, the better. But lay out the goals and go from there. So that's number 3. Number 4 is learn. The most important one, learn, okay? What I mean by that is just Google, what is a stock? What is the stock market? What is a dividend? Go to YouTube, type in, dividend stock or whatever, dividend investing, things like that. Watch my videos if you're that bored. Go to podcasts. Podcasts are a great thing too. There's a lot of information out there, but you need to learn. You need to understand the basics of what the hell dividend investing is before you get into it, because you may start to get too aggressive and stupid. So you need to, at the minimum, do some, watch some podcasts and watch some YouTube videos, Google again. But obviously that's step 4, but that's an ongoing step. But yeah, learn, make your own decisions and learn. Number 5. And this one I kind of wanted to add, so I'm just going to put source. And what I mean by that is, to make it simple, there is a website that basically has all of the dividend growth stocks. I mean, pretty much every stock that has raised their dividend at least 5 years and so on, there's a stock, and it's called dripinvesting.org. I guess I'll write it out real quick. www.dripinvesting.org. And then you go to /tools, and then within there's a spreadsheet, an Excel spreadsheet towards the middle left area. And what that spreadsheet has, again, is the dividend stocks. All of the information you need. Someone updates this spreadsheet for free. This information is available for free on a monthly basis. So if you have no idea of what companies to even start with, if you go pull up this spreadsheet, you can just filter by sector, by industry, by dividend increases, by dividend growth, by payout ratio, by dividend yield. So many things on there. I mean, it's overwhelming, but all of the information is on there, and it's free. It's a great tool to begin with, because typically, as a dividend investor, you want to invest in companies that are going to increase their dividend year over year over year over year, because this is your income, and you want your income to go up. It's like a job. Just think of it like a job. You want to raise every year, right, for doing the work. But, instead of doing the work, you're putting in the money. So since you're putting in the money, in return, you want the dividend, and you want it to be increased every year. So you can see on this spreadsheet all that you need to, in order to, think like that or track like that. There's a tab called, there's contenders, champions, and challengers. But if you pull up the all CCC tab, it'll pull up all of them, and you can just filter away. Take a look. What stocks are you interested in? What do you want to know? Compare them side by side. Do a pivot table. It's a great spreadsheet. Highly recommend to save this to your favorites and check it out. I mean, it does the work for you. So, but what I meant by source is have multiple sources. Yes, this is one, dividendinvesting.org. Maybe there's typos in there. Who the hell knows? But for the most part, it seems pretty accurate to me. Again, great tool, but find more sources as well. Last but not least, go. All right, let's not wait any longer. Just go, start. Let's start investing. Every payday. If you're broke like me, just put in what you can. $20, $50, $100. Buy whatever stocks you can. Start. Once you start and you actually put your own money into, the stocks, then you're kind of committed, and you have a need to, keep track of what is going on with these companies. It's easy to not care when you don't have money in the market, but once you have money in the market, then you really care. Okay, I put money in Coca-Cola. Their quarterly earnings came out. Do I care? Of course I freaking care. You want to know how they're doing. Had you not have money and you're just doing you're still on step 4, you're probably going to have less motivation. But, when you're committed, you got, your blood, sweat, and tears in there in the company, you want to know. You want to see how they're doing. So once you go, that's when it all starts. So, and then again, after you go, you're going to learn, and keep learning. Never stop learning. You're never going to know everything. It's just going to be an ongoing learning process. There's so much to know. It's going to take forever and ever to become an expert. I don't know if anyone becomes an expert, but lucky for you, dividend investing is very easy. So to learn it is very simple, but to master it, good luck. It's an ongoing learning process. The stock market, there's so many options available out there. So, good luck, but it's awesome. I love it. I'm addicted to dividend investing. It's a strategy that I implemented, myself right off the bat. Pretty much a month later, I made a few mistakes in the beginning, but I love it. So again, this is Dividend Investing 101. Dividend investing, it's not complicated. The stock market is it's not that complicated overall. And dividend investing strategy is very simple to understand. To me, it's very safe. It's one of the safest ways of investing, especially if you invest in those blue chip companies, Coca-Cola's, Apple's, all these companies that, you just feel like people are going to need and use forever. Those are the companies you want. Procter & Gamble, Kimberly-Clark, whoever, Pepsi, all these companies, they're going to be around. McDonald's, right? You may not want to eat it, but they're going to be around forever. They own a lot of real estate. Anyway, I don't want to get too far off base, but I hope this was basic enough for the everyday person, because I get these questions on Instagram all the time. How do I get started? And this is basically it. It's not rocket science. You don't need to pay for these classes or whatever. You should buy books. Books are good to read. It's always good to read anyway, but I'm a hypocrite. Obviously, I don't read too often, but I'm going to start. But anyway, it's not complicated. Just start. Just start. What are you waiting for? You want to work forever? Probably not. So dividend investing is very simple. If you clicked on this video, you're obviously interested. So why wait any further? So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll in the link below, I'll put the my Robinhood link, and I'll put the link to the dripinvesting.org. And that's it. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Click like if you enjoyed it. Click like if you did not enjoy it. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. What did I miss? Or share it with your friends if you want. Tell your friends. Later.